If you've ever wondered how buns is made, today is for you. Now, if you've even ever wondered if buns can be made without your baking powder, today answers all of those questions. So if you want to learn how to make these very scrumptious, yummy buns, I mean that one that is soft inside and crispy outside, then keep watching. Hey my friends, my name is Uzoms the Billionaire and you are absolutely welcome to today's recipe. Thank you so much for clicking to join. You are guaranteed to have value for your time spent here. Today we'll be making milky buns. You know those milky ones that is very soft inside but crispy outside. That is exactly the way I love my buns, and today I woke up craving buns. I mean, today is the 17th day of May 2024, and I woke up with buns in my head. I'm like, okay, let me just quickly run it and film it for you guys to see. But I realized I didn't have baking powder, and I'm like, oh my god, can I make buns without baking powder and it would turn out really nice and still bouncy and looking nice? So today was for that experiment, so you're gonna see if it's possible by the end of this video, so keep watching. Hey my newbies, if you're new to this page, thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy you are here. Kindly click the subscribe button to officially join Uzoms Kitchen. Like this video and you want to share to your people to also learn something. Linked right now is our previous video on how to make buns. You want to watch that video, okay? If you are not new, thank you my OGs for always. I see you and I appreciate every single one of you. Now let us start making our buns. To my bowl I already added 3 cups of flour, half cup of sugar. Now I went ahead to add 1 full nutmeg. I just grated it in there, used my hand to measure a pinch of salt. Okay, so you want to mix this thoroughly to combine. Friends, please just take your time to mix it. You want the salt, the nutmeg, the sugar, the flour, everything to mix together very well. So just use a spatula and do this. You can as well use your hand if you choose to. Go ahead and add your butter. Okay, now use your hand and mix this. Shift that spatula one side, you don't need it. Use your hand. When making buns, you gotta use your hand a lot. Okay, so just use your hand, mix it thoroughly. You want to mix the butter together with the dry ingredients. Okay, it's gonna start forming like a crumbly texture, like there's water in it. Okay, that's exactly the way it's gonna be feeling on your hand and all of that. So just keep mixing it till all of the butter is well dissolved in the dry ingredients. Now move that aside and you want to break your egg differently in another bowl. Friends, the reason why you're doing this separately is because in case your egg is bad, you do not want to ruin all of that you're already doing with a bad egg. So it is so important. Whenever I'm using my egg, I always crack it in a different bowl, just so that stories that touch the heart don't start. Imagine I use the bad egg, you start scooping out everything. Before you know, all your butter, everything is finished. So just do it in a separate bowl, just to save yourself. Now mix till is well combined and thoroughly incorporated into the dry ingredients, which now is no longer dry because of the addition of the butter and the egg. Friends, you're using just one chicken egg. Please, medium size is fine. You don't need to go and use very big egg or even two. No, you're just using one medium chicken egg. I said chicken egg because there are different types of eggs. Before you go and carry ostrich egg and say it's to make buns. Okay, go ahead and add your milk to this because this is a milky buns. Most of the liquid I'm going to be using is milk. Most of it is milk. Like you guys can see, I added mostly milk to this. Okay, like 90% of the liquid, if not 95% of the liquid I used is literally milk because it is milky buns. Friends, if it's possible for you to use 100% milk for it, then it's perfect. Here I'm just using water to loosen it up just a bit because I don't like my buns to be hard rock. No, I like my buns to be soft on the inside, that kind of chewy buns, and then outside to just be a little bit crunchy and crispy. All of that. That's exactly how I love my buns. But if you do not like it that way, go ahead. Your batter is already ready like this, if not earlier. Okay, so it is up to you how you want your buns to be. Now roll up your sleeve and beat that batter till it is well incorporated and well mixed. Okay, I like to slap it inside, just keep mixing it just as so. If you don't have the energy for this, even though it doesn't really take energy, okay, if you don't want to go through this process, just throw it inside your food processor or your mixer. I mean, there's really no need, to be honest. But in case you don't have the energy, just throw it inside your mixer or your food processor, and I promise you it's gonna take this whole stress off your back. Friends, in total I like to mix mine for about 5 minutes. I mean, this doesn't take time at all. Just keep beating it till it is stretchy and it has gotten, maybe you've gotten the consistency that you want. This is exactly the kind of consistency I love with my buns, but the consistency you like might be different from the consistency I like, depending on the type of buns you like. If, like I said earlier, if you like your buns to be hard rock, then this consistency is a no-no, should be a no-no for you. But if you like yours to be soft inside and just crispy outside, then this batter is very perfect for you. It is milky and is so tasty. Go ahead to put your oil on fire, but please allow that dough, that is your buns dough, to rest for like 10 minutes. That is exactly what I do. I don't mix it, and just go straight to frying. No, I always allow it to rest. Why? Because you need all of the ingredients to marry well and mix thoroughly. Okay, this is all like 10 minutes later, and then when I allow it to rest, I just turn on my gas and put it on low heat. Okay, then come back and beat it again before I go to start frying. Okay, I just fry it like I make my puff puff. If you know how to mold puff puff, that is exactly the way I mold my buns. When frying your buns, please use enough oil. Funnily, this one I'm using is not even enough. Your oil is meant to cover, the buns thoroughly. It's not meant to, your buns is not meant to, it's meant to like kind of float on top. Friends, that is so important. Then another thing you have to do when frying your buns, you cannot fry your buns on high heat. If you do it, it is error, huge error, because your buns is not going to cook thoroughly inside. It's going to brown really quickly and the inside will be so raw. Imagine opening your buns and you're seeing that the batter inside is still liquid, and it's just nasty, to be very honest. okay? But when you cook it on low heat, or rather fry it on low heat, it gives it ample time to cook from inside outside, not from outside inside. Once it's cooking outside first, just know that the inside will be raw and that is not good enough. So please do this on low heat, but please not too low, because there's a way you reduce your heat so much the buns is gonna drink oil, and once it drinks oil, it's not so nice. Okay, so you have to just let the oil be hot enough, but not too hot. Very important. If you don't know when the oil is ready, just add the skewer in there, and if the skewer starts bubbling gently, just know that the oil is ready. But if the skewer is this thing I'm holding right now to turn these buns, if you start bubbling immediately, quickly, just know that it's already too hot. Okay, so that's how I usually check it, even though I'm a pro in making buns. So this is about few minutes later. I can't say exactly how long, because I don't know the kind of gas you're using, so I don't want to give a wrong timing. But this is few minutes later. It's fried and it is ready. This is the buns I made today without any rising agent, that is without any baking powder. Now I'm gonna fry the rest and I'm gonna show you how it's looking, the one I make with baking powder and the one I made without baking powder. I'm gonna give you my genuine my genuine verdict very soon, so keep watching. Whatever you do, please do not leave your buns frying unattended to. You're gonna come back to burnt offering, okay? And now our buns made without baking powder is ready. You guys can see how it looks. This is how I made it, normal regular way of making buns, but no baking powder. Visually, it is just there. Now you guys are gonna see the one that was made with baking powder, and now this one was made with baking powder. Exact same ingredients, exact, no difference whatsoever, exact same way I've been making, but I make buns a lot, so you guys can see that the one that was made with baking powder was really rounded and so cute, looking like the way buns is meant to look, even though this one too was looking like buns, but it's not as fine as the other one. It is not round, it's not as beautiful as the other one, so I would pick using baking powder with it, even though it tasted basically the same. Taste wise it was still the same, but look wise the one with the baking powder looked better. Friends, let me know what you think about the both of them in the comment section. Which one do you prefer? Friends, we've come to the end of today's video and I'm so glad you have watched up until this moment. I'm so grateful. If you are yet to subscribe, please help Uzoms Kitchen to grow. Support us by subscribing, liking this video, and yes, sharing to your people. Let them watch. When you share, you also help us to grow. Link right now is one of our previous videos. Please go watch and learn. You will love our videos. Thank you once again for joining. I love you, but Jesus loves you most. Bye.